Hey, is this thing on?
You pink moron, you have to hit the record button. Here, I'll do it. Move over, Patrick.
Sorry.
Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And apparently my channel got hijacked. But today what I have for you guys is another movie review. Today we're tackling the Spongebob movie, Search for Squarepants. This is the fourth Spongebob film, and I know what you're probably thinking. Franchise, dude, where the fudge is the Zootopia 2 review? Don't worry, I'm going to get to that too. I got a Kermit video, I got a bunch of stuff coming up, but, I wanted to talk about this because as a Spongebob fan, it's pretty friggin' vital, okay? And I'm just going to say it too, yes, I'm a Spongebob fan, okay? Get this out of the way for all the barnacle heads. SpongeBob is not for babies, it's for all ages. So if you're a kid, if you're a teen, if you're an adult, don't be ashamed, SpongeBob's for everyone. I guess, I'll probably get one comment, what are you, 2 years old? Grow up! Whatever. But yeah, anyway, it's a good friggin' movie, okay? So look, SpongeBob is a TV show, obviously. If you don't know that, I don't know what you're doing, but you probably live in rock bottom. It is an animated show. It's got 15 seasons now on DVD, probably 16 on Nickelodeon or Paramount Plus or whatever. It's got a bunch of video games, which, obviously my favorite would be, Truth or Square is fine. Truth or Square is a fine game. Battle for Bikini Bottom is obviously top tier. Cosmic Shake is pretty much tied, I would say, with Battle. I have not played Titans of the Tide yet, so, maybe when I get that or whatever, I'll make a review. And then, of course, the Patrick Star game, which I also want. I don't have that. That's not apparently very good, but I figured, hey, I want to try it out. It looks kind of interesting. So there are a lot of seasons, there's a lot of games, and there's also a lot of movies, right? The SpongeBob SquarePants movie came out in 2004, and that was obviously the first one, and that really kind of got the ball rolling, so to speak, in terms of, what they were able to do with making the show into a film. And then obviously the second one came out, the Sponge Out of Water, which was the second film, which is the one where they go back in time, and then there were superheroes and all that. The marketing for that movie was freaking abysmal, but if you actually watch the movie, it's better than what you think it is. And then you got Sponge on the Run, which is the third film, which was the COVID one with Keanu Reeves in a bush, and Snoop Dogg, and that one, right, where Gary gets taken by King Poseidon or whatever, and that one I actually watched last night, or at least I watched it on the 23rd of December to get prepared. And it's good. I really enjoyed that one, too. I have not seen the Sandy Cheeks film, which is apparently Doo-Doo Cheeks. So Sandy Cheeks is Doo-Doo Cheeks. And then the Plankton movie, which I also haven't seen. I don't have Netflix, so I haven't seen those yet. I don't know. Maybe they're bad. I don't know. I mean, apparently the Sandy movie's trash, and the Plankton movie's actually pretty good. But I actually just came back from the Search for Squarepants, which is the official fourth film in theaters. And yeah, it's pretty great. Again, as a SpongeBob fan, it's pretty much everything I wanted it to be. If you're not a SpongeBob fan, you're probably not even going to watch this to begin with, but, if you don't know all the lore, all the little details and all that, an interesting thing about the third film that not a lot of people know is that film, Sponge on the Run, gets a ton of hate. I'll make it quick. Gets a ton of hate because, the end of the film kind of has this Camp Coral scene where, SpongeBob is kind of on trial, Joker, filet-a-do, McDonald order menu style, right? And he's kind of like, barnacles, and, whatever, and they gotta kind of prove he's innocent, and then they kind of go through the Camp Coral and how SpongeBob met all his friends and all that, and people threw a friggin' fit, including me. They were like, this overwrites the SpongeBob canon. It's like, I guess there is a SpongeBob canon. When you think of canon or lore, right, you think of Marvel, Star Wars, DC, not freaking SpongeBob. But it's got its own lore, okay? It's a thing. And apparently in the Cosmic Shake video game, they established the Jellyverse, which is basically the multiverse, but, SpongeBob. So the first SpongeBob film, and I believe the second, is canon to, I'll say, Jellyverse A, which is the show, right? The canon that we all know. And then there's the Jellyverse Universe B, which is the Camp Coral universe, where they all met in different locations, whatever, and that Sponge on the Run film is canonical, but it's to the Camp Coral universe, and not the main universe where, SpongeBob meets Sandy at her tree dome, not at camp, right? SpongeBob doesn't even freaking make sense for Squidward or Mr. Krabs to be there, it breaks all the lore of the show, and that's fine. It can do that. It's just part of the Jellyverse, and that's the established lore. Many people also don't know who Spot is, So if you don't know who that is, watch more of the show. There's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, SpongeBob season 1 through 3 is amazing," and then it's horrible after 4 through whatever, right? Oh, I don't even watch it anymore. It's like if you don't watch the show, you'd have no reason to critique this anymore. You know what I mean? Like they're like, "Oh, this movie sucks." Who's Spot? Who's this? What? There's a new game? Huh? What's season 15? It's like, dude, you're kind of behind a bit. You know what I mean? If you're a SpongeBob fan, you probably watch the show. I don't know. I don't think season 4 through, 7 or whatever is that bad. Obviously, it's not as good as certain others, but I don't hate any of the seasons. I think it's a really good show. Like, I've seen seasons 1 through 14, and it's great. And then you get to the movies, which, 1 is a masterpiece, 2 is good, 3 is good, and 4 is, I would say, close to a masterpiece as well. Search for Squarepants is freaking incredible. I mean, I knew it would be good, because they're not going to make a bad product intentionally. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, this has got some names to it, right? You got that weird Ice Spice. The marketing for this movie, let me touch on this for a minute. The marketing for this film is bonkers, okay? It's absolutely insane. You got Ice Spice in her weird pink afro or whatever, just rapping in all the trailers, right? You got SpongeBob and Patrick shaking their butts, which at first case made me a little nervous, because I'm like, okay, when you have a lot of ass jokes, that tells me that your film is either really bad, and you have to pivot to poop, fart, butt jokes, or your film is designed for literal fetuses, right? Like the Minion movie, right? The Minion movie, Facebook moms love it, but it's a kid, I don't want to say it's a kid's movie, because adults like it, but, kids' movie would be like Clifford or Arthur, stuff that's literally made for a baby. SpongeBob is made for everyone, and that's what made me nervous, because I'm like, I don't want them to cater to just the children, right? I want it to be something that all ages can enjoy, much like pretty much everything else SpongeBob. I haven't seen Camp Coral, the Patrick Star Show. Maybe they're good, I don't know. But that being said, this is a case of, okay, I was scared. Like, for my life. I was very scared, because I'm like, if this film blows out of a whale, I guess, it'll be bad, right? If it blows, it'll be bad, and then we're all sad. So, thankfully, it didn't. But, the marketing was a little weird. It was either, like, very overtly baby with, the butt jokes, or it was, like, really horny. Hear me out. So, there's a lot of, like, weird stuff with not just the butt stuff, but, like Patrick in a thong, or SpongeBob has zero clothes on. He has, like, a Christmas ribbon over his crotch. It's fucking weird, man. It's weird marketing. I don't know why they're doing that. Like the second movie had the superhero marketing stuff, right? That makes sense, because that's in the movie. There's a few poop and butt jokes in the movie, but they're actually funny. There's a few, like, sexual innuendos, I guess, which is also weird, because in the third SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, SpongeBob says crappy twice, and they say Hall of the Damned, so it's really weird to see SpongeBob be like, crappy, it's just weird. So, in this one, they don't actually swear. I know some people think crap isn't a swear word. It's not a nice word, but I don't know if it's, the F word, but whatever. It's still not nice. But, yeah, it's interesting because, in this one, they don't swear, but they have, like, this really weird, like, you've probably seen the intestine thing, right, where SpongeBob's, like, whipping Patrick in the butt and his hands are behind his head. It looks really weird. So there's a few things like that which are a little wonky, but overall, I think, like, if you actually go and see this movie, you're getting, like, it's a 180, because you look at the trailers and you're like, this is either really babyish, or it's really stupid, or really dumb. And then, for me, 27-year-old franchise fanatic over here is like, yo, this looks pretty good. I'll see this. And I saw it, and it was really good. I know it took me 8.5 fucking minutes to do that, but still, whatever. I had to get my word in, okay? I had to do some background knowledge, because you don't just want to. It's good. Bye. You want some juice to the Krabby Patty, right? So the juice of the burger meat metaphor is it is a good movie. I would even say it's better than the second and third. Is it better than the first movie? Probably not. But it's pretty. I would say it's tied in a sense, right? Like the animation, first off, is amazing. It's the best the show has ever looked. The 3D CG animation looks incredible. I think it really, really holds up. Even more so than Sponge on the Run, or even the CG stuff in the second film. This looks really clean. It looks like a. I told my mom and dad, and I told my one buddy after the movie, I'm like, this looks like a proper movie, right? This one felt like a movie, and SpongeBob 2 and 3 felt like movies because they are. They're right. They're objectively films, but at the same time, they have a sense of like Nickelodeon budget-esque to it, where it's like, yeah, it's a movie and it was in theaters or whatever, but it just feels kind of cheap. And the SpongeBob franchise is known for that, right? That's where a lot of the comedy comes from. You get Patchy the Pirate, you get these live-action segments in the show, and they look like butt, but that's because they're supposed to, right? It's satirical in nature. It's supposed to look like that. It's not, just supposed to look beautiful, Avatar, Avengers Endgame, Rise of Skywalker-esque CGI, right? It's not supposed to do that. And this one, it isn't that either, but it comes really close. I think it looks, if you hear my freaking dog Oakley screeching about something, I don't know, he wants Krabby Patty. This movie really feels not cheap, and I think that's a good compliment, right? The animation looks high budget, looks really, really good. Of course, you get, all the voice actors coming back and whatever. Like I said, you get Ice Spice. You got George Lopez as like a weird fish guy for a second. You got freaking Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker himself as the Flying Dutchman, which is weird because I'm pretty sure the Flying Dutchman voice actor in the show didn't die. I don't think. Maybe they recast him. Obviously, they recasted him for star power, right? Oh, Mark Hamill's in our movie, right? Oh, we'll give him some star power. This will get more people to watch it, right? But without spoiling it, because yes, there are things to spoil, Mark Hamill does a really freaking good job. Like, I hate the guy personally. I think he's a weird person, but I think he is a good voice actor, right? He's good as Skips in regular show. He's Joker. He's obviously Luke in the originals and the sequels and whatnot, and he's delivers a killer performance in my favorite movie of all time, Last Jedi. So obviously, I think he's a good actor, when he can be. And he's not doing any Oscar-winning performances in this film, but he does a good job with what he's given, voicing the Flying Dutchman. And yeah, if you really have a brain cell and you rub that puppy together, he's literally just doing his Joker voice from Arkham, right? He's like, ooh, SpongeBob, you want to go and save the day and be a big guy? That's what he's doing, right? He's like, I'm the Flying Dutchman, Mr. Krabs. That's all it is. But it's good, but it's just, there's nothing really new to this role. It's just his Joker voice. That's all it is. But he does a good job, right? He's good at it. And I don't know if they're going to, replace him in the actual show moving forward. I don't know if they have the budget for that. I don't know if he wants to do it, but he did a good job in this. So yeah, all the voice actors are good. Not every character shows up, but the people that do are good. So yeah, the animation's good. The voice acting's good. The script is really good. The poopy fart jokes kind of put me off a bit in the beginning, but they're good, they're funny, there's not a whole lot of them, and the script is actually good. I think a lot of people, malign, quote-unquote, modern SpongeBob, which I hate that term. It's just like Disney Star Wars, right? It's not Disney Star Wars, it's just Star Wars, right? Disney doesn't make Star Wars, they just legally own it. Lucasfilm still makes the shit, you know what I mean? There's no difference there. It's just the owner. So, I get it, old SpongeBob, modern SpongeBob, golden age, classic age, bronze, whatever. It's all the same freaking thing to me, man. SpongeBob is SpongeBob. I don't like those terms. I think that, obviously one is more modern. Season 13 looks better than season 2, right? But to me, I don't know. I feel like if you're labeling these seasons in this show, you're kind of, I don't know, alienating certain aspects of it. And you're free to dislike and like whatever you want. I don't really care. But at the same time, for me, again, I'm the king of hot takes here. I think it's all pretty good. I'm not some crazy hater of SpongeBob seasons 4 through 15. I don't hate any of it. But I think it's a good show, and I feel like the script writing really was taken to another level in this film, better than 2 and 3 for sure. And 2 and 3 had really good moments. I'm not saying those are bad movies; they're very good movies. But this one, again, it felt more high budget, and I don't want to say high class, but just like more of an effort was given to this one. Maybe because it was in theaters, I don't know. But the animation's really good. The story is good too. Again, without ruining it, SpongeBob is trying to prove to Mr. Krabs and I guess to himself that he can be a big guy. In the sense of not tall, but I guess he wants to be tall so he can ride a roller coaster, but he wants to be a big tough guy, right? He doesn't want to be seen as this little squishy, baby bubble blowing baby boy. You know what I mean? Now, canonically in SpongeBob, I'm gonna put I have glasses, but I'm gonna put them up again because I'm gonna get nerdy here for a second. SpongeBob canonically is he's not gay. I know some people freaked out about that in 2020. No, Nickelodeon, he's not. He's asexual, which means he's not attracted to anyone because he's a fucking sponge. The creator of the show literally confirmed that he's not gay, even though Nickelodeon loves to say he is not. Just people have that negative mindset about him now. He's not. If anything, he canonically loves Sandy, which we've gotten hints of in video games and the show. So, he also is canonically an adult. He's not a little child. He is not 8 years old. He's not 10, right? It's like Tintin, right? No one knows. How old is Tintin, right? He can shoot a gun. He can punch a guy in the face. He can drive a car. He has a job. But he looks like he's 8, right? No, he's an adult. It's like Ryan Johnson, right? He's cursed with baby face or whatever, right? Tintin is an adult, a well-established adult male. SpongeBob is an adult male as well. SpongeBob is not 6 years old. He has a job. He can't drive, but he's of age to drive. He lives by himself. Even the creator said, along with the other thing, he is an adult, but he acts like a child, and that's the whimsy of it, right? Some people think that SpongeBob's on crack or drugs or whatever, and that to me, obviously that's not true. But it doesn't take a guy with a brain to tell you that. But the reason why SpongeBob as a character works in the show and this film is that SpongeBob is an adult. That's what works. He's not a happy 8-year-old. He's a happy adult, right? He's the opposite of Squidward. He's an adult that can do all these things. He can take care of himself. He's got a job, a home, a pet, or whatever, right? But he doesn't choose to act negatively, and he acts like a kid because he's in tune with his kid at heart. He's accepted himself in that way, right? Not in a woke way. He's fully committed to, he's a full-blown adult, but he is in tune with his childlike wonder and awe, and he's just an innocent, good person, or good sponge, right? That's the beauty of that character. It's not because he's just a happy 6-year-old. He's a happy adult, and there are some adults in the show, like Squidward, for example, who obviously Squidward's older, but he's a little jaded and whatnot, and that's what makes SpongeBob so relatable, is that, or not relatable, I guess, depending on who you are. But in this one, SpongeBob is a little more insecure, I guess. He wants to prove himself that he can be a big guy, and he can do all these things, and he can ride this roller coaster, and he can prove to Mr. Krabs that he's not some bubble-blowing baby boy, whatever. He's a tough guy. And I'm not going to tell you what happens in the end, but there's a good story here. It's not just, Plankton trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula for the 18 quintillionth time, right? There's a new, Plankton doesn't even, unless I'm an idiot, he doesn't even, he's barely in the freaking movie. He doesn't try to steal anything, really. Maybe for like a second, but, that's just like business as usual. The actual plot goes beyond Krusty Krab or Plankton or whatnot. There's like a big, grand, in-scope story that they're telling here with SpongeBob at the center of it, and I think it's really, really good. You pair really good animation, really good voice acting, a good plot, good jokes, really good references to the show. There's some good stuff in there, and like the cinematography is also like oddly really freaking good. Like, I know some people doubt SpongeBob because it's a stupid kid show, but there's like, there's effort into this franchise, right? It's not just something you put on for the toddler to watch, right? It's a good effing franchise. And there's some shots in here where I'm like, oh my gosh, like they killed it. There's a one-shot take in this, and I'm like, my God, I didn't expect that. There's some good fight scenes. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, they really, really, I don't know. They were huffing some Krabby Patty juice or whatever, because it looks really good, and, like, the movie, like, not only the animation, but the actual, like, quality of the cinematography and the way the camera moves, right? Like, not many people think about cinematography and camera movements in an animated film as they do with live action, because, with animation, there's not a guy running around with a camera, but that's still something you have to, consider with an animated film. And this is very much the case where I'm like, this, they really, this has, like, I would say the best cinematography of the whole, like, franchise. There's some really good shots in here. It's a banger. It's a really good movie. If you're a SpongeBob fan, please go see it. Kid, teen, adult, whatever. Go watch it. It's great for the whole family. It's great for all ages. I'm 27 years old, and, I loved it. My dad watches SpongeBob by himself without me. He's 50, whatever, right? There's no babies in my house, that I know about, I don't think. Unless Oakley, our dog, he's a baby, but, whatever. He doesn't think like the rest of us, He's a pooch. But at the same time, it is really cool to kind of look at this and go, okay, 1999, I think this came out, a year after I was born. So it's like, this is a big franchise, And hey, if we can get more movies like this caliber and this level of quality, I'm down for more SpongeBob movies in the theater, right? I skipped that Netflix BS, right? Paramount Plus, whatever. I don't care about that. Put them in the movie theater, make them a big deal. Go to your Wendy's or this is not sponsored, but I went to Burger King. I got a little meal which is themed to the film, which was kind of cool. Not sponsored. Burger King, if you please give me money. But yeah, I think it's a good movie. As far as negatives, there was one thing that I was like, okay, I don't know where this character went, and then the character showed up at the end, and they made a little joke out of it. So I really don't have that many negatives. I mean, maybe some of the jokes are funnier than others. Not every joke lands, but a lot of them made me laugh out loud. A lot of them made me chuckle and smile and grin. I mean, it's a comedy, right? SpongeBob is a comedy franchise. It's supposed to be funny, and a lot of it is. And I think, my only negative would just be, maybe one or two jokes don't line up. I noticed there was like a weird, a barrel that was kind of like translucent, and they forgot to like fill that in. Just something stupid, I mean, probably something. I was probably the only person in the whole theater to ever notice that. But I don't know. I happened to look at the bottom right of the frame, and I saw it. It's like that shot in Fantastic Beasts 1 where you see the American flag and like it like glitches out for like a second. It's like that, it's like it's in frame. It's kind of hard to see and notice. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a really good movie. I mean, I love this show. I love this franchise. I love the games. I love the films. And as far as watching Sponge on the Run, I was like, oh yeah, this is a good movie, and it is. But I'm like, how can it get better, right? Like, I don't. It's SpongeBob, right? How can? And then I went in this theater, and I was like, oh my god, like they did it. I mean, this movie is better than movie 2 and 3 in like every single way. It's even better than the first movie in certain ways. I mean, like it's a really, really good, high quality SpongeBob film. It's got a lot of laughs, a lot of good animation, and I don't know if it's gonna make a whole lot of money. It's got like 60 million budget, 18 to 20 million box office right now. I know it's only been out for a few days, so maybe it'll get more, but yeah, it's a good time, man. It's really fun. I mean, it's a funny movie too. I mean, it gets you in the SpongeBob mood for sure. It makes you want to watch all the show again and play the games and whatnot. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, not that many negatives. I think they really, really did a good job with this one, and it shows. And the effort is good. The ending is crazy. I'm not going to ruin about that, but it's a good ending. It's got a good heart, good message. And again, I like that it's not just, Plankton trying to steal the formula. And keep in mind, I won't harp on this for more than a second here, but a lot of people in the SpongeBob community hate Mr. Krabs. I think he's a horribly written character where all he wants is money and he doesn't care about anyone. And this movie, I don't really agree with that, but I think if you're a Mr. Krabs hater, which I guess is a thing, I think this movie might change your opinion on him. I mean, this movie is this is a Mr. Krabs redemption story, like straight up. I'm not even effing kidding. There's no hyperbole there. I'm being dead serious. There's like a Mr. Krabs redemption thing in this, and it's really crazy that when you rewatch the show and he acts certain ways, it's like, oh, that's why he does that. That's why he acts that way to SpongeBob or whoever. I mean, it's like Thor. I hated Thor and Thor Ragnarok because he was just stupid and goofy for no reason. And obviously, that's another video. But, Thor Love and Thunder, as much as I don't love that movie, I don't think it's horrible, but it's not the best one ever. Thor Love and Thunder changed my opinion on Ragnarok because we now know, oh, Thor is stupid and goofy because he was spending more time with Jane and he was learning the way of the human. He wasn't so stoic like he was on Asgard, so like there's a canonical, lore written reason why Thor is now, or, was like that. I don't know how he's going to be in Doomsday, but same thing, right? Mr. Krabs acts X way because of Y reason, and I think that's kind of cool that this movie actually kind of, it's not the focal point, but it deals with it. So, anyway, that's kind of cool. This is probably the longest Search for Squarepants review you're ever going to see or listen to. But, hey, I wanted to give you guys my opinion on the show, get some, stereotype things out of the way, some misconceptions out of the way, and then actually tackle the film. And, yeah, it's a really good time, man. I mean, if you have some change or whatever, you want to go see this movie with your family, whatnot. I know we got Zootopia 2, we got David, we got Avatar, we got SpongeBob. There's a lot of stuff out right now, but I think this one, if you are a fan of the show, I think it is worth seeing in theaters. So let me know down below in the comments what you think about SpongeBob. What's your favorite season? What's your favorite game? And what's your favorite movie? If you've seen this one, don't ruin it in the comments. But if you've seen the at least these 4 theatrical films, at least I think Sponge on the Run was theatrical. But let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll have a conversation about SpongeBob down in the comments. Have a Merry Christmas. I'm posting this on Christmas Eve, so hope you have a great Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas. Stay safe and healthy. I'll probably have a short or something. I don't know. Maybe Kermit will say hi. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff coming up, though, so make sure to subscribe. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
Okay, now, how do we turn it off?
Hit the button, you moron.
This one? Oh, wait. Okay, I'll hit it now.